Hello Libra, thank you for tuning in. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. And for the supportive cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, which I very much love. Okay, what do we have? Are we good? There might be more coming out after. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so you have like a little thing going on. Wait, what's going on here? Okay, so you don't have just one overall energy. It seems like it kind of progresses. So as we go into this time frame, you're doing a bit of work. You're working with others. Things are going well. This seems to be not a problem. All right, so I'm feeling like the other side might push to have things be done a little differently, but you might want to actually, I feel like you might kind of counteract that where you can, and you try to stop it from changing. Okay, so there might be a little bit of a push and pull thing going on here. I feel like it's I feel like you're on a steady path and you're thinking things are going well the way they are. You don't want them to change, but somebody else is trying to change things a little bit, and you're trying to push them back. Okay. This is where I think it gets a little rough, because this now pops into the Devil card, where I feel like there's a little bit of a conflict here. Now, I'm not thinking it's that bad, but it might feel like it might feel like a big deal. It might cause a bit of stress and anxiety on your side. And the card that comes up on your side is trust. The card that comes up on their side is judgment. So they feel like things need to work one way, and you feel like I feel like you're like, there's a trust thing going on here, and I'm just trying to touch base on what we're talking with here. I feel like you might have been doing some things, trying to get things to go in a certain direction, and you're getting called out on them. And the other side is being very pushy, and they're not backing down. And I feel like they're getting very, very pushy. Like, I feel like they have a lot of passion about it, and they feel like it needs to go in a different direction, and they are not relenting. This is why there's a lot of anxiety and stress on your side, because they are not backing down. They feel like this needs to go a different direction, and they're like calling you out on any little thing they can. They are pulling anything. They're pulling anything to their benefit they can. Like, they are fighting, because they feel very strongly that this needs to go a different direction, and they are not backing down. Okay. That being said, I do feel like they kind of get you to move things in a different direction. I feel like you almost feel like there's no choice. That the way they're pushing is so strong that you feel like you have to give in a bit. And there's a lot of work being done here to like sort things out, because you're trying to hold on to certain things, but you're trying to be as cooperative as possible. You're okay with like some give and take, but there has to be, you need to be able to take some for yourself too. Like, you can't just be giving. It has to be give and take. So you're working on it, and I feel like you're trying to figure out different ways to make this work out the same way, just with a few different changes. You're trying to appease them, but not lose everything that's already been done. No? You're trying to appease them, yes. But try to still be happy with the outcome. Yes. Okay, so you just want to make sure you're still happy with how this is going to turn out. So things might have to change. This might go in a different direction. But you want to be sure you're still happy with the outcome. Okay. Okay. So I do feel like you're heard, and things, it takes a bit of effort, but I do feel when the Queen of Cups shows up at the very end here, I do feel like it emotionally balances out for you. There's some things are won, some things are lost, but in the end you feel like, all right, we went through this rough patch, if I will. If I can spit it out. But things are okay now. They're not exactly what they were before, but I'm still happy. Is that what we're saying? Okay. I'm like, is that what we're saying? Oh, wow, that was like 5 minutes. That went fast. All my readings these last couple of days have been really right to the point. So, are there any other details? No, because it's a general read. Okay. I don't know. I feel like things have been going along well. When you're going into this period, you're both doing the work you need to do. Things are going well, but the other side really believes things need to change, and they're seeing that certain things are gonna fall to the wayside. I feel like whatever happened in this last part, the harvest, like they're seeing like for everything we gained, we lost twice as much. We could capitalize on that and do so much better if we just change these things. And I feel like they're not relenting. They really, really believe in this. And even though you try to keep that from happening, they're not backing down. They were just not backing down. I think that's what you need to know going into this. I feel like that's the biggest piece to this. They're not going to back down. So when they start coming towards you with things they want to change, I feel it could be a lot less stress for you if you start considering right off and maybe like schedule a meeting within a week or less. If you push it off farther than a week, I feel like that's when it gets a little rough. So if you do a week or less, scheduling something to talk it out and realize that things are going to change, I think that's another big piece. Like things are going to change if you realize that going in. I feel like this will be easier on you because I feel like the biggest piece here is the stress and the anxiety of going through this change, trying to keep things on the same path, but it's just the other side. I don't even know if this is a general read. For most of you, it's another person. For some of you, it's like a few people. They're pushing, they're not relenting, they want this to change, and they believe in it, and they're pulling every resource possible to get that to happen. So I guess knowing that going into it would probably help you a lot, and just like trying to get on board with it sooner will just help your stress level. Because I think that's the whole thing about this, your stress level. Because it's going to change either way. It's just making it easier for you might be the key here. Okay. All right. I still feel like we zipped through that pretty quick. All right. Well, hopefully this helped. I thank you very much for all the comments. I've been a bit behind on them, but I have been reading them as normal. I don't get a chance to respond to them, but I do read them. If you would like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.